Good morning. So here we are. I did not post yesterday in Google Classroom. It was terms. I thought we knew what we were doing. There was a video. I got it on my website. So if you don't see something in Google Classroom, check my website about how to do terms and finishing up old work. But again, that type of work is a piece of cake. So hopefully you're good at that. Today, though, in Google Classroom, we're going to start Chapter 19 officially. So this should be pretty straightforward. We've got a lot of documents to help us out. So we've got our slides. Now, of course, you know what I'm going to say. We need to press that square arrow in the upper corner so that we actually open the document in slides. It's thinking about it. There we go. We have 4 slides. Chapter 19 is smaller. So we have Section 1, an article, some notes, and Section 2. It's only a 2-section chapter, so that makes it nice. I'm going to go back and split screen with Google Classroom, which you can't do if you don't press the square arrow. So it's the top red link. And it's thinking about it. There we go. So the first question is about a strange building. And so you want to read about that. And it's a big experiment that happened in the 80s, and you want to know why it failed. This is kind of a building to plan to see if we could live on other planets, because we would need something like this on the moon or Mars so that we wouldn't have to keep making grocery store runs and oxygen runs. Then we talk about cycles, and so the water cycle many of you are familiar with, and so we're going to look for the percent of rain that falls on land. You're going to have to do a little math because they tell you how much falls in the ocean. So it's pretty easy math. And then why is it important to the water cycle? Well, you're going to have to read that too. And it renews something. How is evaporation different from condensation? So there's evaporation, and condensation is there as well. They're very similar, like a lot of science words. There's a lot of shun words that end with T-I-O-N, so that might be a little confusing. But you have to tell them apart. Then we go to the carbon cycle, this picture, how carbon goes into plants and through living organisms and then up into the atmosphere. And so, where do plants get their carbon from? So you can look at the picture or read. Now the carbon cycle also continues on this page. So it's actually going to be on this page. I think my page number might be a bit off. Yeah, I think it's 461. No, it's 460. I was right. And then, so these are the different ways carbon can flow through the system. And so we have decomposition and combustion, and where plants get their carbon, that's there. The nitrogen cycle, if we look at it, most nitrogen in the air is pretty useless, but something can change it into a form that plants can use. So the picture shows that, and the comments show that. And then there's something else if you check the picture. This is a picture-heavy one that can change nitrogen in the air into a form that plants can use. Then we have a video about Biosphere 2. Now tomorrow, if you want to get ahead, is an article. And so that article is listed as a link, the bird poop thing, or as a PDF. So those same links are here. So this is a link. If I click over, I can open the link for the website, or I can open the link for the PDF. Same thing, they're just connected in more than one place. And apparently poop is very important, because here's a whole nother thing about bird poop. So we have 5 questions. That's tomorrow's work if you want to get ahead for Friday. The pacing for this particular unit is way down at the bottom in case you don't read directions. A slide per day, and we've got 4 slides. So today's slide 1, tomorrow's slide 2, Monday slide 3, which is just notes, super easy. And that should say Tuesday, not Wednesday. Typo already. Tuesday, April 20th, slide 4. So even though we should be done by Tuesday, we'll have 2 extra days padded in there if you need extra time. The whole thing will be due Thursday, which is Earth Day, which is awesome. All right, as always, Zoom or email with me if you have questions about this work or older assignments, or go back and watch my older YouTube video posts if you don't know how to do those older assignments.